Yo, how's it going, guys? Have you been struggling to get wins in solo queue? Are you looking for new operators to help you get that advantage in your next game? Well, you've come to the right place. I've played almost 200 ranked solo queue games in Year 9 Season 1, so I've gotten to experiment a good amount with various operators. And I can tell you with confidence that if you start playing any of these operators that I mentioned in this video, I promise you will start winning more rounds and more games. So here's my list for the top 10 best operators for solo queue in Year 9 Season 1. Coming in at number 10 is Twitch. You might be surprised to see her on this list, but Twitch brings so much to the table when it comes to attacking. When it comes to the attackers I selected for this list, versatility and flexibility is something that I valued highly. And with Twitch, she has 4 drones to work with, which provides you with a ton of intel and direction on how you want to push the bomb site. 2 of her 4 drones are the unique shock drones, which are capable of destroying enemy gadgets such as mute jammers, bandit batteries, default cams, enemy traps, such as Legion mines, and Capcan devices. This ability to disable enemy electronics is crucial for you as a solo queue player. You can open up paths to the bomb site, or you can use it to clear your way into a part of the site by destroying traps, default cams, and other utility in your way. Twitch also comes with a very flexible kit. For primaries, she has the F2, which has super high recoil, but if you can get it down, is an incredibly strong and fun gun. But if you aren't comfortable with that, you can always use her 417 DMR, which is arguably one of the strongest DMRs in the game. She's also equipped with claymores to cover your flank, or smokes to cover off plants and make pushes into sight. Overall, Twitch's combination of gadget utility, strong weaponry, and adaptability makes her a strong solo queue pick in Siege, and her ability to disrupt the site setups from your defenders and provide you with valuable intel can significantly help you improve your attacks and get a good outcome and win more rounds. Next on the list at number 9 is Warden, and you might be a little surprised to see him on this list, but he allows you to do something that is very crucial for you as a solo queue defender, and that is to hold strong positions on the map. This is something that I valued a lot when I was picking the defenders for this list, because as a solo queue defender, you are relying on minimal information, and mostly you're just looking to hold a portion of the map and try to take smart gunfights and win them, of course. And Warden allows you to do just that. As you guys know, getting flashed in Rainbow Six Siege is a recipe for disaster. However, Warden's glasses equip you with a very unique and strong ability when it comes to opponents trying to flush you out of a certain position. Being invulnerable to these pieces of utility is something that no other operator can do, and it's going to give you an edge against aggressive attackers. As a bonus, Warden can also see through smoke, which can be crucial if the enemy attempts a rush plant or tries to smoke off a portion of the map. Warden also has the ability to run the SMG and shotgun combo, which is extremely strong and makes him very lethal at close range. Warden can be effective in various roles. You can anchor with him, you can roam with him. Depending on your playstyle, he does it all. And his gadget allows him to adapt to different situations, making him a flexible choice for different defensive strategies, and his versatility impacts the game and can be game-changing when used effectively to help you win more rounds. Coming in at number 8 is Flores, who I think is super underrated, especially in solo queue. His drones allow you to destroy defender utility with ease, with a minimum of 4 pieces of utility if you play it right. This can help you clear pesky deployable covers, bulletproof cams, barbed wire, and other things that can pose a threat to your attack. You can also use him to clear bandit batteries and cave claws to help your team get the wall open. His drones can also make large holes in soft surfaces, which can help you create new lines of sights or a different way into the bomb site, which just makes him that much more versatile. His drones, although this isn't the primary function of them, also do give you some intel on where the enemy team is playing. And if you destroyed all the util you need, you can use the excess drones to force defenders out of spots by detonating them near them. This can make them panic and allow you or a teammate to get a free kill, or at minimum, get them out of the spot so that you guys can push into the site. This can be very helpful, of course. And what's really nice about Flores is he's self-sufficient. You can do all these things by yourself from the safety of the outside of the building, and you can even bring claymores to make sure nobody on the defensive side tries to jump out and kill you. So Flores' ability to clear defender utility independently, gather information, and apply pressure on the defenders makes him a highly effective operator for solo queue, and I highly recommend trying him out. At number 7, we have Y9S1, who, going back to what I was saying earlier with Warden, is another great operator that allows you to hold strong positions in solo queue. The reason Y9S1 is so strong in solo queue is because of the fact that his gadget denies projectiles from the enemy team. His gadget can deny flashes, grenades, Capitao crossbolts, and pretty much any other projectile that the enemy team is going to throw at you. Another thing is that Wamai's ability charges throughout the round, so playing him in these power positions and being more passive is almost always the best choice because you want to stay alive long enough to make sure you get full use out of your ability. Wamai also has access to the AUG and the MP5K, which personally I would never use the AUG. I think the MP5K is the clear choice, but it's up to you. For secondaries, he has the Keratos or the P12 to provide you with a little bit of extra flexibility. I think the Keratos is better just to make head holes, things of that nature. But he also comes with barbed wire or impact grenades, which offer utility for slowing down attackers or creating rotations and line of sights. Overall, Wamai's combination of utility denial, strong weaponry, and flexibility makes him a valuable solo queue pick for you, especially in the current meta of Rainbow Six Siege, and his ability to disrupt the attacker's strategies and provide support to not only you, but your defenders all across the map will enhance your defensive effectiveness and help you win more rounds. At number 6 is Ace. Now, I know you're thinking Ace isn't effective without somebody bringing EMPs, but I'm here to tell you that that's not the case whatsoever. Ace is much more versatile than you think, and as you know, his Selma breachers can open reinforced walls, hatches, and unreinforced surfaces. And this ability in and of itself is invaluable for solo queue when you need the ability to open critical points and put pressures on the defenders in sight without the help of your teammates. The Selma can also be deployed from a distance and is much less risky than other breaching tools because you can contribute to breaching the wall without getting too close and putting yourself on the line. Ace also has one of the strongest weapons in Siege, the AK-12. It has high damage, manageable recoil, and a great rate of fire, which makes Ace much more than a hard breacher, but also it makes him a formidable fragger. He's capable of holding his own gunfights, which you really need in solo queue, and because of all these things, Ace is effective on a variety of maps and bomb sites. This makes him reliable and versatile regardless of the map. His breaching capability can be utilized on almost any objective setup and give you that advantage to help you win more rounds and more games. Next on the list, at number 5, is Azami, and I'm sure everybody expected this one. Even with her recent nerf, Azami is still a super strong solo queue operator, and Azami's Kiba barriers give you a versatile and dynamic utility which no other operator can provide. Her Kiba barriers can block lines of sight, create makeshift covers, reinforce weakened areas, or make one-way angles to get you free kills. This ability to quickly adapt and reinforce any area of the map is especially useful in solo queue where team coordination is going to be inconsistent. She also allows you to hold down and keep map control of areas on your own, which is very important in solo queue. Her ability also slows down defenders because they have to spend time shooting at it or meleeing the Kiba barriers, not only giving you a sound cue of where they're coming from, but also giving you time to reposition and be ready for the push. The presence of the Kiba barrier also has a mental impact on the attackers because they're going to play a lot more slow and cautious when pushing them, and this is going to apply that ghost pressure, which is going to slow them down, and this plays out great for you as a solo queue defender where time management can be key to winning rounds and winning games. Overall, Azami's unique ability to reshape the map on the fly, combined with her versatility and strength in solo play scenarios, makes her a valuable pick for all solo queue players. Coming in at number 4 is Finka. Finka brings so much versatility and support for you as a solo queue player, especially when you're playing with aggressive teammates. Finka's ability to heal and revive teammates on command makes her an excellent support operator. And when you are solo queuing, you aren't always going to be able to communicate with your teammates effectively, and this can lead to them taking bad gunfights, getting low health, or even getting downed. And having the ability to pop a global stim shot to give a health boost to all your teammates can be crucial in winning gunfights and winning the round. And also, being able to revive downed operators can undoubtedly turn the tide in your favor. Finka also has access to powerful primary weapons such as the LMG, the Spear, and the SASG shotgun. These weapons all offer a high damage output and versatility in various situations. Personally, I would pick the LMG. I think it's great, but like I said, you have options, so however you like to play the game, you can pick the weapon that does best for you. Finka also has access to a variety of useful secondary gadgets like grenades and hard breaching charges. This allows you to adapt to different team comps and strategies and bring the right thing to help you win more rounds. Overall, Finka's combination of healing, reviving, and boosting capabilities, along with a strong weapon loadout and useful gadgets, makes her a valuable asset for you as a solo queue player in Year 9 Season 1. Coming in at number 3, we have one of my favorite solo queue defenders, Mute. Mute is one of the most simple defenders, yet he's an absolute powerhouse, and he helps you achieve all of the right things as a solo queue defender. First of all, he denies the attacking team of valuable intel by disrupting their drones and not allowing them to enter sight. But he's also a hard counter to any electronic device, including Twitch drones, Brava drones, and Flores drones. He's also a hard counter to abilities like Iana clones, Zero Cams, and Dokubi calls. And if that wasn't enough, he can also use his jammers as wall denial to stop people from breaching crucial parts of sight. Subsequently, because of all this denial that Mute has to offer, it forces the attackers to waste a lot more time playing slower because they don't have that info and they aren't able to effectively deploy their gadgets on site. This is huge because, as I said before, when you're defending as a solo queue player, time management is key to winning rounds. Mute also has access to solid primary weapons such as the MP5K and the shotgun. He also has secondary gadgets such as the nitro cell or the bulletproof camera, which makes him adaptable for different playstyles. I think Mute excels the best when he anchors on sight with the shotgun and SMG, as well as a nitro cell. Combined with his jammers, this makes him so incredibly disruptive to the attackers, and it makes him very hard to kill. He can't get droned out, and he has a shotgun, so it's very difficult to push him. And because of that, he's lethal when the attackers inevitably have to push the site. Especially if time is low and they're rushing and they don't clear their corners, you're gonna get so many free kills with Mute. However, whether you prefer to play anchor and hold a position or roam and disrupt attackers, Mute is gonna fit your playstyle, and the flexibility that he brings is really nice to have as a solo queue defender. Next on the list, at number 2, is Iana. And for you longtime viewers, you knew she was gonna be on this list. Iana is one of my favorite solo queue attackers for so many reasons. For starters, her ability gives you access to unlimited drones, which is unbelievably important in solo queue because you cannot rely on your teammates to give you info, considering half of them were on TikTok during the drone phase. You can also use her ability to quickly and effectively find gaps in the enemy defense. You can then push, catch them off guard, and punish them. She also has access to the G36 and the ARX assault rifle, which will help you get those frags once you've identified where you want to push. But that's not all. She also has access to the Gone 6, which you can use to clear pesky utility, as well as smokes and most importantly, impact EMPs, which you can use to disable her only real counter, which is Mute jammers. Or you can subsequently use them to help your team get a wall open. The clones also aren't only for intel. You can use them as bait for your teammates. You can send a clone into sight and have one of your teammates follow it, and if the enemy defender shoots at your clone, your teammate following it can refrag them, getting you guys an easy kill. This does require some sort of setup, but sometimes your teammates will just follow it and they'll get kills. So in summary, Iana's combination of effective intel gathering through her ability, strong primary weapons, versatile secondary gadgets will help simplify your approach when you're attacking and help you get so many more kills and, most importantly, win more rounds. And finally, coming in at number 1, I have arguably the strongest defender in R6 at this moment, Lesion. Lesion is a great solo queue operator for so many reasons. His traps provide you with so much intel, which in solo queue is hard to come by, but is also incredibly important. If you plan to hold a portion of a map, or a part of sight, you can put down a bunch of your goo mines around you to provide you with audio intel of where the enemy attackers are pushing from. This is super important, and it makes it very hard for attackers to catch you off guard because you're hearing them pushing and triggering the Lesion mines. This can also help make up for the lack of comms in a solo queue environment, which is great. As a side note, the Lesion mines also do a decent amount of damage, and late round, I've had many people who are low on health die to my Lesion mines. Also, his mines slow defenders down because they have to stop, go through the animation of removing the needle, and that's just overall gonna waste time, which is great for you as a defender. They also won't be able to plant if they don't remove the Lesion mine from their leg. So in late round situations, this could save you. Lesion also has access to a super strong kit. He's equipped with a T5 SMG, which is arguably the best gun on defense. It has a high fire rate, little to no recoil, and an impressive amount of damage. If that wasn't good enough, he also has access to the Super Shorty, which is an invaluable weapon, especially in a solo queue environment where you cannot rely on your teammates to help you set up sight. This makes Lesion so much better and more flexible as an operator, and all of this utility and flexibility in one operator makes Lesion arguably the best solo queue defender. And for the majority of this season, I have been auto-picking Lesion on defense because he's just that good and versatile. So that about wraps up this list. As a side note, I did rank the operators on this list. However, all of them are strong in their own right, so don't take the ratings too highly, as any of these operators are great to use in solo queue. If I missed any operators that you'd like to see on this list next time, make sure to leave a comment down below. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like the video and subscribe. I post daily Siege content, and I'm sure there are other things on this channel that you would enjoy or learn from. But that's all for today. Thanks for watching, and peace.